and welcome along to lesson 302. Delighted to have you here for this lesson, which is Where Darkness Was, I Look Upon the Light. Let's take a moment and soften our gaze or close our eyes down. And with your eyes gently closed or softened, feet flat on the floor, I invite you just to gently bring your right ear down to your right shoulder. Breathe in as you come up to the center. And exhale and take your left ear down to your left shoulder. Breathe into the center. Right ear to right shoulder. On the exhale, breathe in and left ear to left shoulder. Breathe into the center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale to the center. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale to the center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale to the center. Exhale, lift your chin up and roll your eyes upwards. Exhale, drop back into the center. Eyes softened. And we will begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters can be wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, that we are love, and that we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. Where darkness was, I look upon the light. My source, our eyes are opening at last. Your holy world awaits us as our sight is finally restored and we see. We thought we suffered, but we had forgotten the child whom you created. So basically we'd forgotten the love that was inside in us, this well of love and peace and joy, this innocent child. And now we see that darkness is our own imagining and light is there for us to look upon. So when we turn on the light, that we are, all those shadows that we created disappear. And it reminds me of when I was a small child and I would be seeing things on the walls and under the bed and imagining there were things in the wardrobe. And my mum would come in and turn on the light and show me that there was nothing there, that I had created them all with my wild imagination. So we can use our imagination in all sorts of different ways. And often we lean into or develop the habit of using our imagination to create worry and stress and strife and darkness. So now we see that the darkness is our own imagining and light is there for us to look upon. The vision of the God's holy child changes darkness into light. For fear must appear when love has come. For fear must disappear, For fear must disappear when love has come. Let me forgive your holy world today. So the forgiveness is the lifting of the shadow of the world, that I may look upon its holiness and understand it but reflects my own. So when you see beauty, you can actually even say, if you spot it, you got it. So anything that we're seeing outside ourselves exists within ourselves. So therefore, when we see war, we can also say, if you spot it, you got it, that somewhere inside in you, there is this conflict. But when we look at beauty, when we look at magnificence, particularly when we look into the eyes of another, and we see the love light in the eyes of another, you know, a child looking back at you, or you gazing into a lover's eyes, or even just catching a glance with a best friend, you know, or a stranger for that matter. I remember a man in India looking in the window of a cafe I was in, and our eyes just locked. And we stayed like that for about 3 minutes, which I know in the past would have seemed very, very strange to me, but somehow I was comfortable with it. And all I could see was pure, pure love looking back at me, you know. So it's really gorgeous once you allow yourself to have the eyes to see what is there to see. There is a holiness in the world that is there for us to see. Our love awaits us as we go. Our love awaits us as we go to God and walks beside us, showing us the way. It fails in nothing. I need the glasses. It, the end we seek, and love, the means by which we go to God. So love is the means by which we go to God. And, you know, some of you may have done those darkness into light walks, those of you that are in Ireland, and I'm sure there's something similar in other countries where you begin walking in the darkness. And it's a walk that's done for to raise awareness around suicide prevention or suicide support in families where somebody has chosen to die by suicide. And, you know, the whole idea, again, you go from that place of feeling, you know, you can't see anything properly and, you know, you're kind of stumbling on things and you're holding on to one another for support, to the, you know, walking into the light. And about an hour into the walk, the light really begins to lift. And you move eventually into daylight. And that's what we're doing here. You know, we're moving from where there was darkness into where there is light, so that we can see the light in the world and the love in the world and all the goodness and all the beauty of the world. So from my heart to yours, I will leave you in your meditation. And I think the last line there, love is the means by which we go to God, is a really nice one to take into your meditation.